Good morning, everyone. 12th Commerce English Medium. Now, economics. Now, in this concept, in the initial years after the independence, the size of development import remained large but owing to lower capacity to export. India's export remained lower. At this point, we can say that our import is high but the export is low. As India started developing more after 1980, the imports for sustaining, maintaining, and expanding at a large industry started rising. During this period, income of the people in the country started rising in good proportions, and so domestic demand for a good increased, owning which lesser amount of exportable surplus when generated, hence export remained lower. Here is the main reason is वाई अवर इम्पोर्ट इज़ टू हाई. इंडिया के पास उतनी बेटर क्वालिटी की टेक्नोलॉजी नहीं थी, इंस्ट्रूमेंट नहीं थे, फैक्टर्स नहीं थे. तो फैक्टर्स को परचेस करने के लिए, टेक्नोलॉजी को परचेस करने के लिए हमारे यहाँ पर काफ़ी ज़्यादा रेशियो के अंदर हम इंपोर्ट किया करते थे. लेकिन जैसे जैसे वो टेक्नोलॉजी, वो फैक्टर्स का हम अपने इंडस्ट्रीज़ में यूज़ कर रहे हैं, वैसे वैसे वहाँ पे प्रोडक्शंस का क्राइटेरिया बढ़ा, उसकी क्वालिटी और क्वांटिटी में चेंजेस आया. एंड वैन एवर द क्वालिटी एंड क्वांटिटी चेंज, नाउ द डिमांड ऑफ दैट टाइप ऑफ प्रोडक्ट इन द मार्केट इज़ मोर एंड मोर. धीरे धीरे वो बढ़ती गई. तो इससे क्या होता है, हमारे इंडिया के अंदर डोमेस्टिक लेवल पर डिमांड एंड सप्लाई में इंक्रीमेंट हुआ, बट जो आउटसाइड इंडिया एक्सपोर्ट का लेवल बढ़ना चाहिए वो बढ़ पाया नहीं, बिकॉज ऑफ डोमेस्टिक लेवल डिमांड. After 1991, India's export increased significantly to sustain international competitions. And the demand for technology, petrol, etc. by industries remained very high. But along with this, export also increased because these are the service sectors related to the international market. And when we want to export increase, then we know the technology and petroleum things for the transportations things. Now, the developmental imports constitute raw materials, know-how, machines, etc. Maintenance import constitute electricity, infrastructure, facilities, import related to skill, formations, etc. ये सारी चीज़ों की ज़रूरत पड़ रही है. अब बारी आती है परसेंटेज शेयर्स ऑफ ट्रेड इन इंडियाज़ जीडीपी, ग्रॉस डोमेस्टिक प्रोडक्ट. जीडीपी के अंदर इंडिया का क्या पार्टिसिपेट है वो हम देखेंगे. Now in the year of 1981, it was 12%. In 1991, after 10 years, it has become 13.9%. 2001, it becomes 19%. 2011, it is a 41.8%. And 2014, it's become as 38.3%. जो वर्ल्ड की जीडीपी है उसमें इंडिया का धीरे धीरे इस तरीके से परसेंटेज बढ़ता गया. जैसे जैसे फैक्टर्स, प्रोडक्शंस की थिंग्स में इम्प्रूवमेंट आता गया, वैसे वैसे हमारा जीडीपी का रेट भी इम्प्रूव होता गया. Now the next point is compositions, natures of India's mercantile import and export. What is the valuations and what is the conditions of the India's in the mercantile import and export? In this sections, competitions and compositions of trade signifies the nature of trade. Compositions of trade means the item of mercantile import and export. It is noted while checking the nature of India's foreign trade, that is in 1951. First time it's checked in the 1951 and was a less developed economy because due to Britishers. It progressed to become a developing economic by 1980 and progresses still further to gain identity as a fast developing and emerging economic after 2000. हमारे इंडिया के अंदर डेवलपिंग इकोनॉमी की जो ग्रोथ स्टार्ट हुई है वो 1980 के बाद हुई और फास्ट इकोनॉमिक ग्रोथ के रूप में हमारा नेम नॉमिनेट किया गया आफ्टर 2000 and 2001. In a less developed economic, imports are very high in all the sectors in the decades between 1950 and 1960, owing to poor state of agriculture. Food grains imports were frequent. Besides, developmental imports like machines, capital, technology, know-how, spare parts were also high because we have a shortage of productions and productions related instrument technology. And first we want to take part in the international trade, we know, and we have to these types of instrument for better qualities productions. So imports is high. While in less developed economics, import of primary goods constitute a high proportions of exports. The exports of tea, coffee, jute, ores and minerals etc. were much higher from India, and the export of industrial goods were much lower, क्योंकि इंडस्ट्रियल थिंग्स को प्रोड्यूस करने के लिए हमारे पास इंस्ट्रूमेंट नहीं थे, इसीलिए उनका हमारे इंडिया के बाहर सप्लाई बहुत कम था. लेकिन जो एग्रीकल्चर रिलेटेड गुड्स था जैसे कि लाइक टी, कॉफ़ी एंड जूट है, इसका हमारा एक्सपोर्ट का रेशियो दूसरे कंट्रीज़ के अंदर काफ़ी ज़्यादा है. While in less developed economic, export of primary goods constitute a high proportions of export. The export of tea, coffee, jute, ores and minerals etc. were much higher from India, and the export of industrial goods were much lower. It is true. When a country starts developing more, the proportions of import of food grains tends to fall. धीरे धीरे जो हमारा imports का रेशियो था grains का, it is a falls, because in the years of 1961 the green revolutions takes place in India, so we have to capable for croppings and getting the food grains. That's why the imports of food grains tends to fall after that times. The shares of primary sector goods in total exports tends to fall, and that of industrial goods tends to rise. Such trends were found in the decades of 70s and 80s in India's trade. Means this point says that after the 17 and 80 decades we have to get the slowly growth, and after 1991 become three reforms comes in our India: LPG, liberalization, privatization and globalization. And after that the growth rate of the industrial sector and service sector was very high. So we can see that after 70s and 80s the Indian economic development is too high. As a country develops still further, maintenance, import, export for the export oriented industry. And after that times our industry is set up for only on export oriented industry. मतलब वहाँ पे जो भी प्रोडक्ट बनाई जाएगी उसका मेन मोटिव है वो दूसरी कंट्री में एक्सपोर्ट किया जाएगा. And the imports for diversification and expansions of industrial activity increase. For instance, imports of इंटरमीडिएट गुड्स का मतलब ये होता है कि जो डायरेक्ट मार्केट के अंदर सेल्स नहीं किया जाएगा. जस्ट लाइक अ मशीन की ज़रूरत इंडस्ट्रीज़ के अंदर होती है और ये मशीन्स के ज़रिए हम डायरेक्टली कामकाज करते हैं. एंड रॉ मटेरियल, दीज आर इंटरमीडिएट गुड्स लाइक रॉ मटेरियल, स्पेयर पार्ट्स, पेट्रोल्स, न्यू टेक्नोलॉजी etc. rose in India's with the process of furthering development. Rose means rises. After 1991, the nature of export and import changed significantly in India. The proportions of food grains, other agriculture goods and capital goods declined in total import. धीरे धीरे 1991 के बाद हमारा जो import का रेशियो था वो कम होता गया और export का रेशियो बढ़ता गया. The shares of traditional export like tea, coffee, jute etc. in total export declined, while the industrial goods and non-traditional items increase. For example, export of software. इंडस्ट्रीज़ के अंदर जब टेक्नोलॉजी और बाकी की सारी फैसिलिटीज़ अवेलेबल होने लगी तो हमारे इंडस्ट्रियल गुड्स की डिमांड बढ़ गई और एग्रीकल्चर्स का जो गुड्स था वो धीरे धीरे कम होता गया. In the years of 1961, the shares of foods imports in India's total mercantile import was 19.1%, which declined to just 3.9% in 2014 and 15. It is a reduced. In the previous time it is a 19.1% and in current time it is a 3.9%. So we can say that our India gets the development and growth in the international fields. This shows India attained self-reliance in grains and other food items. With increase in the speed of development, India could reduce capital and capital intensive goods also more efficiently, and thus the imports of these items also fell significantly in 1960 and 61. The shares of capital intensive goods in India's mercantile imports was as high as 31.7%, and which one declined 9.8% in 2014 and 15. Now we can say that प्रीवियस टाइम में हमारा जो इंपोर्ट था वो काफ़ी ज़्यादा था, लेकिन जैसे जैसे टेक्नोलॉजी का डेवलपमेंट हमारे इंडिया में होने लगा वैसे वैसे उसका भी परचेसिंग पावर धीरे धीरे कम होता गया. The import of new item in 1960 and 61 were only 2.2% of the total mercantile import, which increased to 46.5% in the years of 2014 and 15. With diversification in the development process, import of new goods increased. और जो ट्रेडिशनल गुड्स था उसका धीरे धीरे कम होता गया. In the similar way, the nature of export have also changed. The shares of entire primary sectors in the India's mercantile export in the 1960 and 61 was 44.2% and which is reduced as to low 12.3% in the years of 2014 and 15. यहाँ से हमें ये पता चलता है कि हमारा इंपोर्ट कम हो रहा है और एक्सपोर्ट क्या हो रहा है, इंक्रीज हो रहा है. Now, wherein the shares of tea, coffee exports declined from 19.3% to 0.2%, and that of jute export declined 21% to 0.2%. Likewise, the shares of leather product in the mercantile export declined from 4.4% in the 1960 and 61 to the 1.3% in the 2014 and 15, and that of textile declined from 10 to 2% during the same period. This paragraph says that the traditional goods export in the market is to reduce. पहले ज़्यादा था, अभी कैसा हो गया, कम हो गया. Against that, the export of ready-made garments increased from 0.1% in 1960 and 61, and it is increased and becoming as a 5.4% in the 2014 and 15. The shares of all the manufactured goods in the total mercantile export was 45.3% and which is increased and becoming as a 66.7% in the 14 and 15. So how can we say that here is first import reduced and the traditional goods also reduced in the export fields, and now the technological goods are improved and these are also increased in the export fields. So, exports of petroleum product constitutes only 1.1% of the mercantile export in the 1960 and 61, and it was increased to 18.5% in the years of 2014 and 15 due to transportation charges, and transportation work is too high and it is also increased.